Rebecca with Red True Crime, and happy election night. So, you might hear CNN in the background while I'm talking tonight, but so topic for tonight is the P Diddy Puff Daddy case. Um, so it came out 2 days ago that all the people who attended his freak offs had to sign NDAs. And a lot of people were under the impression, including myself, because I just learned that, what the true meaning of the NDAs are. He basically had it set up where people could not discuss him or anything they saw for 70 years or 20 years after his death, whatever one was longer. So, and some people were like, well, heck, no one's going to be able to testify against him because they have these NDAs. And actually, that's not the case because he's a federal case. And those NDAs can't keep them from testifying, giving evidence to a grand jury or even to a judge. So his victims should be able to testify. I harken back to the Larry Nassar case, the doctor who worked for the U.S. Olympics team, and all the young women that he molested and sexually abused, and they all had NDAs because they sued. And they said, if you talk about this, you're going to have to pay a fine. And I know one of them wanted to give her impact statement and was afraid, that she was going to pay out $3 million if she did it. And a lot of celebrities stepped up and said, hey, I'll pay your fine, whatever. But it turned out that you can't keep somebody from talking in court with an NDA. You can't. So, like I said, that's food for thought on that one. Very interesting. But even so, Sean Puffy, P Diddy Combs, whatever name he goes by this week, Love, whatever. Um, there's there's enough victims where I don't think every single one of them had an NDA. And there was another case where a woman from Tennessee had filed a lawsuit and was going under the name of Jane Doe. And now the judge is like, no, you have to reveal who you are. And I'm not sure how I feel about that because if she doesn't reveal who she is, her case can get thrown out. But what happens to the people who are victims of sexual assault? They want that anonymity because not all of them can go in front of a courtroom full of people and talk about what happened to them. So, I understand you have the rule of you need to be able to face your accuser, but at what cost, though? Okay. Thank you, David, for the compliment. And that boy, I'm not sure why you're telling him to be quiet, but whatever. But yeah. So that's my thought on Puff Daddy. I think no matter what, because I was asked, do you think he did all these things? I said, I will say this: after singing the Cassie Ventura video where he beat her up at the hotel, I really, in the manner that he did that, I think that guy is completely capable of doing anything. Because to do the beatdown he did on that woman and to drag her away, hi Drip King, to drag her, him drugging people and raping them is, I'm sorry. Do I approve of, okay, Daryl Janik. Um, I am not, I actually, my daughter has a couple of friends who are transgender. So if you need to, how can I put this? Be your authentic self, whatever that means to you. So if that means you transitioning to that, I'm all for it. Very bizarre question to be asked when I'm talking about Puff Daddy. Hi, Drip. I'm talking about Puff Daddy. So, as I was saying, So, like I said, because of how he did that beat down on Cassie Ventura, does not surprise me that he's doing any of the other things he's being accused of. Hi, Barrett. Um, I'm just saying, that's just my opinion on that. The guy has just, I've seen enough interviews with enough people. There is one documentarian guy who is on YouTube. It's called The Soft White Underbelly, and he talks to people from all walks of life, and they just talk. They just talk, tell their story. And he interviewed a woman a couple years ago that talked about, she was a singer, and she inadvertently said that she had gone to one of Diddy's parties, and he brought her back on about 4 months ago, and she went more into detail, and it's crazy what everybody is doing at these parties. And she was talking about it. She's like, it was insane. She's like, celebrities everywhere. It was dark. She's like, Puffy had his eyes were all bulged out because the drugs he was on, and she could tell there was a lot of drinks people were drinking, and as they were drinking them, they were just getting more and more inebriated. So, like I said, I truly believe Puffy is guilty of what he's being accused of. I also believe that he is somebody who should definitely be put away. I don't think he's somebody who can be rehabbed. I don't think he's somebody who, no matter how much therapy is given to him, that he could be a functioning member of society, because you've got minors in this. You've got Usher being somebody when he was like 14, supposedly being jumped by Diddy, Bieber, um, and now there's two other young people that have come out and said, I was a minor, I was 10, I was 13. These things keep happening, and it's crazy how this guy was able to get away with all this, and it took almost 30 years for somebody to say something, for it to come down on him. And then I know Jay-Z and Beyonce keep getting thrown into this conversation too. I don't know about Beyonce, but I'm fairly certain that Jay-Z knew what was going on. And people are coming down on Jaguar Wright for speaking out, but she's been saying the same stuff for the last 10 years. So why are they coming down on her now? And the other thing was, when Pierce Morgan had Jaguar Wright on his show and was interviewing her, you know, Jay Z's people got a hold of Pierce and made him apologize to them. But yet no one's suing Jaguar. So what is it? Is she spouting lies? If she's spouting lies, sue her. Get an injunction done. But they haven't done that. And that's the thing. Nobody has actually said Jaguar is a liar or that she's crazy. No one's actually said this in the media. Why do you think that is? I think she's got more receipts than what they think. So, like I said, Puffy thinks he was cool and all, get everybody to sign an NDA so they didn't ever have to speak about what he put them through. But I think he's still going to come back and get bit in the butt. Him and his kids. But I would love to hear anybody's opinion on this. Do you guys think he's guilty? And if he is guilty, how guilty? Bueller. Okay. Anyway, so but yeah, like I said, Puffy is dog dirt right now. I mean, he is literally going to prison. I mean, he's still in prison. I mean, who offers to put up $50 million for bond and you still get denied? I mean, that's some massive amount of money, and the judge was like, "No, you're staying in jail." So, and I haven't commented on Puffy too much because it seems like every day there's some new. This person is filed, and this person is filed, and this person is filed. So we're not hearing anything different. We're just having more numbers, more names, more people being added to the list. So I don't know. Like I said, I think Puffy is. I think he's going to be found guilty. I think he's going to go down the same path as R. Kelly, and I think he is going to be just put away. Cosby got out on a technicality, but I think Puffy is going to go away just like Kelly. And I think anybody else who helped him, like Aaron Hall, like some of these bodyguards, Jay-Z, any of them. I think if they were involved, I think they all should go. Because there's a lot of people that facilitated R. Kelly's things and didn't do any time. And I think all those people should be pulled in and put away. But if you think I'm being too harsh, please let me know, because I mean that's just what I think. Any questions, anybody? Statements, you know, looks like Trump might be our president again. That's the way the election polls are going right now. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Was not expecting this. Was not expecting this. I've been having issues uploading videos to YouTube like the last 2 days. So hopefully the one I just did on Marissa Carmichael, who's a woman who went missing here in North Carolina, where I'm at, gets uploaded and you all can watch that. So my channel itself, Red True Crime, is about true crime. Red because the hair, and it's true crime. So I've covered Marissa Carmichael. I've covered T.K. Burton, which is a very very sad case. Tyreek Burton, another very sad case. The oldest missing person case that we've had, Helen Lundrigan Dalton. Um, she was still, if they found her today, she'd be like 103, but she went missing back in 1962, and no one knows what happened to her. I mean, it's crazy some of the stuff we have here in North Carolina. I think I also would say our oh no, wow, Trump has 211 electoral votes. He is so close. Um, so this is what I do. I talk about crime, talk about policy stuff sometimes. You know, um, I don't think everybody who's coming out suing um, Puffy is lying. I think there's a lot of truth in what they're saying. I think there might be a few in there that are trying to get a quick cash grab, but I really do think he's guilty. And people like him should not be allowed out to be around other normal people. That's what I think. But okay, well, I am gonna hop off here then because you know it is late and I have more video editing to do for the channel. But go ahead and sign up and subscribe to the channel. Put it out there, share, comment, whatever. Um, we're gonna have a new president probably in the next hour or so. Be interesting to see who it is. But otherwise, be safe. Hope you all voted. And as in final words with Red True Crime, be weird, be rude, be safe. Bye.